Yes, good morning, everyone. Once again, this is Mega Comrade live from Dallas, Texas, United States. Today's date is Saturday, September 3rd, 2022. At about 10:26 a.m. in the morning here in United States Central Time. First of all, we want to thank God Almighty for making it possible for us to be here today. As you all understand, this is a show of one of a kind. Mega Comrade have never involved in this kind of show. But however, situation have brought me to this show today. I am going to bring in Obi movement diaspora strong for Peter Obi. I think he's the diaspora coordinator. I will let him introduce himself, and then we have other guests that is going to be here. So basically, this show it belongs to Peter Obi movement. I think to become an obedient ambassador is not easy. So I want everyone to show your love to whoever is going to be on this program today. So that being said, I am going to hand over to Dr. Aikoriogie. Hello, Doctor.
Yes, thank you, comrade. Thanks for having us on your show today. We appreciate greatly. With me today is Chief Samson-Ezoba, who is the Global Assistant Coordinator, and Comrade Nkemakonam, the Assistant Coordinator for Edo State. Thank you for having us.
Thank you, our host.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You're welcome. So now that the whole world is watching, and what do you have to say to tell the whole public, Nigeria at home and the diaspora? So go ahead. The show is yours.
Yeah, thank you for having us. Yes, we are here to project
Chief Ezoba.
Yeah, I'm right here. I'm right here.
Okay.
So
we have Comrade Murillo as well. Can you please introduce yourself to the public?
Okay. I am Chief Valiant Efosa Samson-Ezoba, the Global Assistant Coordinator of Diaspora for Peter Obi. And I'm here alongside with our principal, the Global Coordinator, and other members will be joining us shortly to project Nigeria for a change.
Okay, Comrade, go ahead.
Good evening, gentlemen. I'm happy to be here. It's my pleasure. My name is Comrade Morino. I'm the Deputy Coordinator.
Okay, you have heard them. They have a lot of obedient coordinators that are going to be here. I think it's a diaspora strong for Peter Obi. I repeat, Peter Obi. You all know Mega Comrade. So we want the betterment of Nigeria. So that being said, I'm going to hand over the show to Dr. Dennis Aikoriogie, Global Coordinator. So go ahead, Doctor.
Yes, thank you, comrade, for having us. Like I was trying to say earlier on, we are here to project Mr. Peter Obi and let the people know why we are supporting his candidacy for President 2023, and also to let the people know about our network across the states, our intended partnership, some of our activities, and also to invite the public to come join our team. Thank you very much. Oh, you're muted.
We lost your audio, sir.
Okay, you can. Sorry about that. Chief Ezoba, what do you have to tell us about Peter Obi and about this diaspora strong that you have been doing? We know that even when I was in the other side, we know how strong diaspora is for Peter Obi. So can you enlighten the public more about how did you all do it? Did you? I want to put in some. Did you and doctor? I don't know. He's a doctor, so he can always do a lot of things, magic. So you all tell us, Comrade Ugwoke, tell us a little bit about it. We want to know more. so that other diaspora will be energized. Those that have not supported you, that is on the other side, like I was. So, tell us something. We want to know more.
Thank you so much. As the secretary to People Freedom Movement, you know that I'm a very good thinker. So hence I think very, very much like you. I would say from there, I met Dr. Aikoriogie. He's another good humanitarian. He's done a lot for our people in Nigeria. Even he's going back soon to do more of humanity for humanity. So it was easy for us to say, yes, Nigeria desire a change. And knowing that somebody like Peter Obi is educated, speaking to people of that caliber, who is very humble, we felt that the change can be achieved through him. And he did something very spectacular. Yes, some people will say, oh, why did he leave his political party to a new and sojourn to a new area? That was the wisest thing he could do. I haven't bought an application for over $1 million, and they wanted more dollars to be shared for delegates. He thought it wise that sharing those money for those delegates is enough for him to stand as a loner. And he knows those people better. And remember, this is one individual who is not on government benefit, unlike his contemporaries. So we discovered that he has a lot that the youth has to emulate. And his humble living, his lifestyle, his stride in governance, is and very humane, is unassuming. So these are some of the things we felt will require us to support him. So myself and Dr. Dennis, we sat down and worked out the modalities and which we are here for, to tell our brothers in overseas and those back home that we can do it. The name structure is invisible. What exists is humans, and we are talking to the humans. And humans are human capitals that can help us drive this development. We've done so much as we'll be unfolding in the course of this very discussion. So it's not magical. It's a common sense to know that your people are suffering back home. It's for you to know that you are doing so much to help your people and you don't know when you are going to stop. And it's also very clear to us that as a country, all of us are like refugees in other countries. It's not embarrassing us, those of us who are already here. Like I always say in the program, I want to thank our host countries that are receiving Nigerians all over the world. Please don't feel discouraged. Continue to receive us because it's truly bad back there. Thank you. You are muted.
Doctor, go ahead.
Yes, just to add to what Ezoba have said, just a little bit of what we do. We have coordinators in the 36 states of Nigeria, including Abuja, the FCT capital. We have country directors as well to help navigate what we are doing. And for that of Nigeria, we want them to get to the grassroots so that we'll be able to drive the campaign to the grassroots, to up to the ward level units, so that the message of Labour Party will get to the grassroots level. So this is what we are doing. And in the other hand, we are planning a medical outreach, which will be coming up in Abuja and Benin City. This will afford the electorate the opportunity to get first-class treatment. While they are doing that, our people are going to sensitize them about Labour Party, about Mr. Peter Obi, while they are receiving treatment. They're going to inform them about the logos, how to vote properly, not to invalidate their vote. That's what we are doing. On the other hand, also, we are planning a strategic partnership with a sister organization to foster the eventuality of election ringing. We're going to do some training and synergy with EFCC, INEC, and some other critical stakeholders in Nigeria. And also, as soon as time goes on, we intend to have a body that's going to tour around the 36 states in Nigeria. We have some Nollywood artists that will come on train to project Mr. Peter Obi. So these are the activities lineup that we'll be doing to project Mr. Peter Obi and the Labour Party in the limelight and the right state, so that people will join us and vote the Labour Party effectively. So that structure I was talking about, the partnership, is going to ensure that Mr. Peter Obi gets 20 million assured votes from the baseline. Subsequently, we're going to increase that figure. So with that structure we are putting in place, we're ensuring that Mr. Peter Obi is guaranteed 20 million votes. I don't want to divulge more of the partnership for now because everything is still in the pipeline. So thank you very much.
Okay, let's listen to Comrade Maureen Owogo.
Okay, good evening, sir. I'm the state coordinator, Diaspora Strong for Peter Obi, Edo State. We are the grassroots mobilizer here in Edo, and we have, just as my leader said, we have it across the country. So our duty and our responsibility and aims here is to go to majorly rural areas to preach Peter Obi and the Labour Party to them. But we believe, even as we speak now, there are some areas in the remote places that they've not heard of Peter Obi because they don't have a mobile phone and access to internet. And also, we are also using this, or I'm using this opportunity to also call those in diaspora, because we know the role they have been playing in Nigeria election, and also the role they have been playing in every state, because we see some say that through the help of diaspora, we have a lot of businesses and infrastructure going on. You hardly see government companies around. We know that they build a lot and they contribute to Nigeria. And also, we know that in every family also, there is a person who lives in diaspora, and I believe many of them, they are taking responsibility. We know what some people are sending home every month. See, they travel out of the country, and the only way that can stop, just like my leader said, Chief Ezoba, is for us to have a good leader, a good president. So we have to start from the top. That is why we are telling people out there, if you're in diaspora, tell your people in Nigeria to vote for Peter Obi. Even if you are trying to join Peter Obi, diaspora strong for Peter Obi, and converse your family, just as many did before in the last election. I received some messages. Some people, you know, they did ask their tenant to pay rent for 1 year just because they want to support a particular candidate. Imagine that. You understand? So we are also using this media to tell people that they should use the same energy which they use in previous election to support some candidates, which I don't want to mention here, to throw that to Peter Obi, because with Peter Obi of Labour Party, Nigeria will be great again. You know, we are being in the government, we are being the politics. We know that since they have been campaigning, of the presidential campaign, I really talk more of the burning issues of the country. And you know, most cases when we go out there, we talk about the reason why Nigeria is not productive, why Nigeria is not moving forward, and why dollars is going higher, because we are not producing. And Peter will be coming out to say he's going to make a Nigeria from a consuming nation to a production nation. You see, by the time it goes to power and it brings that to reality, we are going to find out that we are going to be producing. And by God's grace, since it's coming out from the Labour Party, the Labour is said they also have a major role to play. We know that even the Labour Party speaking is far better and is referable to PDP and APC with their structure. We know that by the time we are producing, that whatever we are going to be producing here also will be democratically controlled by the workers, not by the bourgeoisie element, not by those politicians who are eating our money, not by the elite people in the country. So I'm calling our people to support Peter Obi and the Labour Party. He is the right man right now, and is in the right political party. Thank you very much.
Okay. That being said, I don't know if you all might want to be, if you all might gonna be taking some questions from a viewer. Please, I need everyone to share this video. I think we have been censored a little bit, but I'm working on it. But before then, Doctor, how did you become a Peter Obi movement diaspora coordinator? What inspired you to become a real force in this movement?
You mean the intention behind?
Correct.
Okay. Yes, I think most of the reasons has been canvassed already by my co-host. First of all, we believe Peter Obi, among the two other candidates that is aspiring to be president, though he's not like a youth, at least, but he's more younger. And you can see from the tour he has embarked on in the last couple of days, he has toured almost like more than 5 countries within a limited time. He seems energetic, someone who can move from place to place. I think we need that kind of person as president, someone who is mobile and someone who is energetic and strong, because that's what the office of the president demands at this present time. Also, from his track record as from his private life, being the chairman of a bank and a business, he has succeeded. And also in public life, being the governor of Anambra State, is someone who left a whole lot of money in the treasury. And also before leaving, he invited the EFCC and ICPC to come look at the books, and everything was straight while leaving government house. And he's also among, or is if not the only governor not collecting pension at this time. So that was draw my attention to him. I believe most other people who are obedient, they believe in his transparency, his uprightness, and also he's not among the people who have brought Nigeria's name to the repute, and he's someone we can connect with, who is humble. And we've heard so much of the PDP. We've had so much of the PDP and APC administration, and we need a paradigm shift for we to chart a new course in terms of governance in Nigeria. Because if you look at the indices of the economy right now, Nigeria is running at a deficit. What we earn cannot sustain us. The debt figure is alarming. So we don't know the number of years we can come out of that debt. The APC government has led us to. There's much insecurity. So we believe in the candidacy of Mr. Peter Obi. So that is why we are rooting for him and we are supporting him. And also from the now in terms of Nigeria composition now, the SAT is they've not really produced president. The South have produced, the North they produced a couple of times, Yaradua, Buhari, the Southwest have produced Obasanjo. So I think we should support someone coming in from the Southeast, because there's this agitation for Biafra. We believe if Peter Obi comes, going to balance everything. These are among some of the things why we are rooting for Mr. Peter Obi, because of his track record and his exemplary life in public service. So everybody is rooting for Mr. Peter because of his qualities. Thank you, comrade.
Okay, we're going to get a question from the viewers, and my major concern is that how what Peter Obi is facing. He's facing one of the doggers, the two doggers, and the two most dirtiest political party Africa have ever experienced, PDP and APC. How do you all intend to face this monster, political monster that is going to unleash on Peter Obi when the campaign starts?
Can I come in? You've already answered the question. The dirtiest, the ugliest political party that has ever existed. That is why same mind like us should not even be looking at that direction, neither considering wasting their vote. It's very clear. My message to them is, you guys are too old for the new job requirement. Stay away from politics. You guys, that country has blessed you enough. Whatever you are today, Nigeria made you. Go home with whatever you have taken and go and enjoy yourself into old age. If you don't want to do that, surely the youth has said, we will change the government now, because the new demand for governance is scientific. They cannot meet up. For instance, if there's a debate, we'll expect them to go and do what we call spreadsheet. Give them some 10 minutes to prepare a spreadsheet. They can't even do that. These are people who cannot even read what their Twitters are saying. So we are saying, what parameters are they coming with? Some people say, oh, you laugh at him. We are not laughing at anybody. One of them has become able. When somebody becomes able, you know what that means? It's already able. It's the opposite. It's already disabled. One hand is not functional during their so-called convention. And he said he wants to leave. The man who has ear problem will complain for 8 years that he wasn't doing enough. So is it the man that doesn't have hand to take his portfolio that will deliver? Okay, is it the other guy who said he was the former deputy president or vice president of Nigeria? What idea have you got that you could not suggest with your principal then to develop Nigeria, that you forgot that you want to introduce now? When your principal have told us that he would have jailed you just for family reasons, that he did not do it. But if he has done it, God wouldn't have forgiven him because of family relation. How else do you want that man to help you? He has helped you to escape prison. So just go back home and leave the country for the youth. Thank you, sir.
Okay. You know, as I'm looking at everything from the other side of the eye. You know, Nigerian politics today is a problem. I just came from Nigeria. You all know that. Myself, my prayer is for you or everybody who are in this, for God Almighty to give us the power to be able to overcome them. I know Atiku Abubakar is a brutal politician. And Obi movement have the innocent poor citizen. Doctor, I'm going to bring this to you. What can you tell our mothers, father, who doesn't have opportunity to know what is happening on social media? There's no electricity. How do you intend to do that, to communicate with our parents at home?
Yes, thank you very much. Like I earlier hinted, we're going to be doing some jingles in most about 5 languages, which include the 3 major languages, Pidgin English and English as well. So these jingles, we convey our message about Peter Obi and Labour Party. And these jingles, we hit the grassroots to the language in which our parents will understand. And also we'll be sending our people back home in Nigeria to go door to door to inform the people. Also, we are coming with some campaign materials like aprons and stickers and flyers. With these materials, our people will be able to know about the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, on how to vote. And also, we tend to embark on voters' campaign and education, in which the Labour Party will be taught, and Mr. Peter Obi candidacy profile, and also how to vote also will be addressed. We are also lining up about the medical outreach. Why people receive treatment is we present an opportunity for our people to educate them about Labour Party and Mr. Peter Obi and how to vote. So these are the ways in which we tend to drive the message of Labour Party and Mr. Peter Obi to our parents back home in Nigeria and have them come to terms with Labour Party. In terms of other things, you talked about taking on PDP and APC. They call us people without structure. I think it has done to them that we, the people, are the structure, and we are bringing structure across the length and breadth of Nigeria. And also, in terms of election ringing, I already told you there's something in the pipeline we are working out. I don't want to divulge too much because we are working with INEC and the EFCC to address that issue. So that election ringing will be a thing of the past, and also we are doing everything to assure Mr. Peter will be 20 million votes come 2023. Thank you very much.
Okay. Comrade, what do you have to say about it, Comrade?
Okay, so just like what you said before, you say, how are we going to withstand the dirty parties we have in the past, the two parties we have been voting for, that is the APC and PDP. So with the way it looks, Peter Obi have already beat Atiku and Bola Ahmed Tinubu when it comes to his agenda and his campaigns and all that. And another challenge I think we may be having, which I feel it may not cost much, just like what you said, our people down here, we have so many of APC and PDP people who are so rugged, they are so rough and all that. But many of them, they are obedient. Many of them are obedient, though they are APC or PDP, but they are saying it's Peter Obi they want to support on that very day. And I don't think they will intimidate us on police unit, because we also in the obedient family, we have also rugged people who are fearless, because those who are in PDP and APC, they can be smiling while they are suffering. But right now, the obedient all over, we are not smiling. We are tired of this bad government, and we are ready to take it any way they bring it. On the election day, we are ready, we are 100% ready for them. That is why we want to make sure we face them, we challenge them. I think
go ahead.
No, we are coming across some debates. We have fearless people in obedient movement that we are ready to face in any way, even if they try to tell us that Peter Obi is this, Peter Obi is that. No. In the past election, you and I, we know we supported a candidate because we feel that candidate was better, was far better than the two bad choices we have been voting for. And today we have Peter Obi among the 5 or the 4, and Peter Obi, as we see, is the best among them, and he have no back record. I did my youth service in Anambra State, that is Onitsha. During my youth service, I found out that government school in Anambra State is like the private school we see in other states. I was so surprised. I said, oh, to me, these people, their government school is so, the infrastructure is so good, and they have mini laptops and everything. I was so shocked. Even at the time of my service, Peter Obi then was paying the youth corpers. He was paying allowance to corp member then in 2013. But even far back where I was coming from, despite the love I have for Shomole then, my common government was not paying corp member then. So you see, I sometimes when I see people bringing out propaganda just to tarnish the image of Peter Obi, I say to myself, they don't know what they are saying, because this man, he have all it takes to rule this country. Since we have someone who is better than the two bad choices, all we need to do is to support him and project it to the world, because he's the right man right now for the job. He's the right person. Just like what my leader said. People will say, okay, let's remove tribalism. Just like what my leader said. He said he is from the East. let's be fair, let's be realistic. Even the labor constitutions, that is one of their major mandate. Injustice. We know that since the existence of since the democracy, no Eastern person have ever ruled this country as president since we get our democracy. And you see that these same Igbos, these the Eastern Nigeria, they've contributed a lot to every state, to every part of the country. They have generated eternal revenue for every state. And we see the crisis going on in the Eastern region, and we see the crisis going on in the Northern region. Even the North who are being the power, still here we have 80% of them living in urgent poverty. There are a lot of killings going there. And when we study, we read, we study very well, and look, the Igbos among us in country and the diaspora, we see that those people, they are good when it comes to management, they are productive. So why can't Nigeria give them a chance instead of someone is saying it's my turn, it's my turn? It can't just be your turn when we have a president who is from the north and we have a vice president who is from the west. These are not the only people in Nigeria. It's time for Igbo man to rule. Even if Peter Obi is bad, because nobody is a saint, but let's be sincere to ourselves. It's time for those people to rule, so that it's only Peter Obi that can bring sanity, that can unify Nigeria right now. Because you can see, before Peter Obi came in, we don't hear about the Northern. They don't come in last election. We don't hear that. They don't. When it comes to campaign, they do their campaign secretly. They don't make noise on social media. But since Peter Obi emergency, we've seen that. No, I love watching the Northern campaigns, the way they are trained their support for Peter Obi, and the way they are trained so on their APC and PDP leaders right now. So we can see that Obi coming in is not just physical. It's something that has to also do with spiritual as well. Just as my comrade leader, mega comrade, you yourself, you were once supporting Peter Obi. And because of what they did to you, you swap to APC. I said to myself, I said, okay, they promised you that they're going to give you when they win. I said, okay, they want you. I said, okay, they're just playing game. They just want to manipulate you. There was a time I call when you were alive with Bishop. Do you understand? I know that they were trying to manipulate, trying to play game with you. You understand me? You know that those people, they don't have anything on the table. They don't have anything. Just at the last election, the campaign we talk about, nothing on the table. And today they are starting no work, nothing. What do you expect the governor to do when he did not have a simple agenda that he was campaigning for? Talk by is not infrastructure. Talk by is not school. And today people begin to see the result, because last election I did campaign for both of the party. I never supported any of the party, which for the fact that I love government there, but now the love is totally gone because of the way he's manipulating, saying lies about Peter Obi and the obedient family. So we are ready for them. And Peter Obi, thank God, is super strong in the northern part of Nigeria, and in the west there was a mega rally today in Ibadan and also in Ogun State. We saw what happened. The youth are ready, both those with the voters card and the one without voters card. On that day on the election, they are going to come out to protect those that will be voting. So we are ready to face the APC and PDP supporters out there on the grassroots. Thank you for me.
Okay, God bless you. Before we go further, I think we have a guest. Please, you came out on audio. Can you go ahead and introduce yourself? There is one other one that has been trying to call me since, but for some reason, his device is not connected. If he has another phone, he should go ahead and use another phone. So go ahead and introduce yourself, Gary.
He should open his camera. Gary, open your camera, please.
Yeah, because of where I am. Please. Good evening, everybody here in UK. Please, my name is Edegbe Utubo. Yeah, I don't know, comrade. You want me to contribute, or you? Because
go ahead, and whatever is a free, it's a freedom place. Whatever you have in your mind, the reason why you are supporting Peter Obi, the reason why you become a movement and others, and how you can energize others to join the movement. Because in politics, you always play the game and accept and be inclusive. When you accept everyone, you add up your number. Go ahead, Edegbe.
Thank you very much. I want to also use this opportunity to thank our dear, to thank the host, to thank you very much, and also thank the Dr. Dennis and Chief Ezebas. I want to appreciate every one of you, our sister there, because sometimes it's very important that we in diaspora, we have to take a lot of things very serious, because most of the time we are the people that actually sometimes suffer for most of all this problem, because most of us here, we intend to go back home. We don't intend to stay here long. For example, many people intend to go back home for more than 10 years or 15 years, even 20 years, because of the situation back home. There is no electricity, there is no security, and no country move forward without no security. So in short, what we are trying to do here, because the reason why many people are trying to rally around Peter Obi, because when you don't have vision, so you cannot reach your destination. Because a man without no vision, you find out that there is always chaos. So Peter Obi have vision, and we can see the vision that Peter Obi have. Just like our dear Honorable Chief was trying to explain when I was listening to him. You said you were the one that brought the present president, you were the one that assisted him to become the president, for example. At least you have the power as the national chairman of the party. Okay, now, when something is going wrong, why can't you, when you know you have this idea, why can't you call the same person you assist to be in that post to say, no, this is not fair. There are too much killing. People cannot go to school, people cannot feed their family, and things are not working well. This is my idea. You work with this, my idea. Why can't this same man give the president Buhari the idea that he wants to come and implement now? So I don't understand why they think that they can just, take Nigeria for a ride. Okay, for example, the other party, PDP, for example. Now, when he lost the election, and there was a lot of killing happening in northern part of Nigeria, we never see this man come out and condemn them. We never see this man sympathize with all those people that lost their parents, lost their children. He never come and he sit down in Dubai. Every time there is election, then he come around. Okay, so these are the things that we see that make us to say, no, these people are, for long now, they have been taking Nigeria for a ride. So we have to do whatever we can to rally around Peter Obi. So they said you have to lead by example. This time around, it's not just to say it. They say, show us the evidence. Like there was somebody that came out of, I think, social media was explaining that what Tinubu said he did was something that is already there in Lagos. Lagos was the former capital of Nigeria. So everything, hotel, everything was there. So which one did Tinubu said he have done? Because, for example, it's only there, they bring him there to come and collect the tax. That's what he was doing according to them. So which one, they are saying that he's the one that built Lagos, he's the one that built Lagos. Lagos was the former capital city of Nigeria. So why will he now want to claim the credit? So these are things I just want every one of us to see how we can rally around Peter Obi to see how he can become the next president of Nigeria. We have to pray for him. And we know the road is not easy, but all I know is that I've said it in the other broadcast last time. This is not physical. This is the hands of God. And anybody that wants to raise his ugly head against the will of God, that person would be struck by power of Almighty God. So we know we can do it, and God will help us to do it in Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen.
Your audio is muted, comrade. Your audio is muted, comrade. Your audio is mute.
Go ahead, Mr. Edward. Can you introduce yourself to everyone? And we have Madam Esther as well, please.
I greet the house. My name is Edward Uhunmwangho. I am a member of Diaspora Strong for Peter Obi. I thank the house.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Esther, popularly known as SC Duchess. I'm sure few people know SC Duchess. I'm SC Duchess. I'm a member of Diaspora Strong for Peter Obi. You want me to contribute? I could.
You go ahead.
Okay. Personally, I wasn't in Nigeria when Peter Obi was governor. However, my people always say a tree that will grow into a strong tree is from the foundation when the seed starts to sprout that you would know. I have had the opportunity to actually listen to Peter Obi as a man when he made his interest in the presidency known. So I made my decision that my support was going to go for him. And I have not changed my mind till now because he is what I wanted. I can see what he has in his heart. He's quite passionate about rescuing Nigeria, because those who don't know will think Nigeria is going to be all right. Like they will say in Benin, a lizard went up the wall and fell from the top the first time. The second time it went up there, it fell back. A third time it went. If there was something up there, wouldn't the lizard have seen it? We have been with this very wicked, I don't want to use the word I would have used, these very wicked politicians, APC and PDP, who have run the country to the ground. And they see it as a right to continue to come back and taunt us, because I feel Atiku's interest in presidency is to taunt Nigerians after all the money he stole. Tinubu's interest in presidency, he feels is his birthright. He has always wanted to be a president. That's not what qualifies you as a president. It takes more. I deliberately posted Peter Obi's lecture yesterday on my page and said, listen to this man. It's what the person says, the interest the person has that sells the person. People are asking, why be saying Peter Obi, that Igbo man? I have no prejudice against anybody in Nigeria. I see every Nigerian as my brother and my sister. I've always said so loud and clear, because when I left my home in Benin, the first thing my father told me was, as you move now, you leave Benin to Lagos, every Benin person you see is your brother and your sister. And as you move into the wider world, any Nigerian you see becomes your brother and your sister. So I have no prejudice against the four walls of Nigeria. And I'm not supporting Peter Obi because he's an Igbo man. I'm supporting Peter Obi because of the substance he's made of. Because of the kind of person, the kind of passion that is oozing from him. It's obvious that his intentions are genuine. This is the only ex-governor in Nigeria who is not on their fictitious pension when they thief all Nigerians' money. This man has his own business. He's a successful businessman. And he worries for the future of our children and grandchildren. And I share that passion with him. And that is why I'm speaking for him. And that is why I'm standing by him. And that is why I will continue to support him. For those of you who don't know, so we're not supposed to support Peter Obi, I am telling you loud and clear. This is the man that will genuinely change Nigeria for the best. Not Atiku, not Tinubu. We need somebody who is able Not somebody when go come in and in another 6 years, he's lying down in a hospital bed while Boko Haram continues to rule Nigeria. We need somebody who knows what he is doing, who knows where to go to source things to solve our problem. And Peter Obi is the man for that. And that is my interest. I'll leave it at that. Maybe some other time I'll talk about other issues, but I'll leave it for other people to speak. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity.
Your audio is mute. Your audio is mute, comrade. Your audio is mute. Always take note. He's still muted. Okay.
I'm not used to muting it because of the noise over here. Let me go ahead and bring in.
You are okay now.
I think everybody back. Can you hear me?
Correct.
Can hear you, sir.
Okay. We have Edward is back. Edward, go ahead.
I thank the house. Amigo, you are a great man. Thank God that you are now obedient. APC show you pepper, then you must obey. Now when prayer never, when matter never hold you strong, when they pray for your English language, no matter how you then you go say you study speak Benin or Isha or Robo or any other language.
For 1 second, my brother Edward, hold on for 1 second. I want to quickly let everyone know that our Facebook page has been censored. You can watch it on YouTube. Right now, that Facebook book is stuck on, I think about 50. By now, that one should be 1,000. So it's been censored. I think when I posted this yesterday, some computer criminals, whatever they do, we don't know, but we are working on it. So if you are there, if you cannot see it or you share, people are not seeing it, go to YouTube and share from there, or go to PFM TV. So we are broadcasting from a channel. Go ahead.
Thank you very much, sir. The way I was saying it before, my sister they talk just now from English, you start page in English automatically, because now when things never hold you, now they pray for English language. Can I speak on, please?
Yes.
We are hearing you.
Go ahead.
Okay. Now, when thing never hold you, now they speak for correct English. Mama Esther started with correct English, but when they hold on, you start speaking English by force. when matter hold you, you don't have speak for, you only pray for your language. Nigeria, sorry, I could not laugh. Nigeria, we don't see many things for this about Nigeria will do so. You don't pray, everybody does everything. This is the only chance we get. This is. Hello, can I continue?
Yes, we're waiting for you. Continue.
Okay. This is not the only chance where we get. Now, please me, I want to talk. So that everybody, Mama, Pikin, and Papa go here. Maybe Peter will be neighbor party. Mama, Papa, and Pikin. We are going to the market. We're going to drag them out. Collect 5,000 for 4 years. This Peter Obi matter, it is divine. Don't be mad one. It's growing like a wildfire all over Nigeria. Peter Obi just came from nowhere and took over the whole social media space, the whole print media, everywhere. He just came from nowhere and take over. If Peter Obi did not come out, this should have been Showore's time. But he overtakes Showore. Peter Obi is a man that is divine, and he's so passionate about Nigeria. Now make us, we need to give shishi. If you are working for us, now voluntarily. Now we be the structure. We want to deliver Obaseki. That's what they deliver Peter Obi. We are the structure. When they cut out 1, 2, 3. If they say party member come sign, we'll go sign. One person will come and say, you go sign. We are the structure. We are the one to arrange Nigeria. As I did so, I don't travel now about 32 years. I don't tire me. I want to go back home. I want to go and start something. There's an interview Peter Obi went, the thing is sweet to me. They asked Peter Obi, say, Diaspora we don't come out. What are you going to do about them? He say, you know, do anything about them. Oh. He say, he go depend Nigeria that they'll come by themselves, come become a player of labor. Ah, I say this might too get sense. He make reference to India, to Pakistan, to say that's why we leave Nigeria. They will come back home by themselves. After the year got better, there is security, there is light, there is road. They will come, they will not become the player of labor. I live here in Germany. Nobody they do government work for Germany. Now individual I get jobs for Germany where they employ people. What Nigeria need right now, Nigeria need a system that will work for everybody. We don't have a system. We need what they call address. Everybody has to have an address. There are a lot of immigrants in Nigeria, and we are immigrants for Europe and America and in African countries. But when we go to these other countries, we are being documented. But in Nigeria, Buhari go Egypt, say everybody you are going to Nigeria. No, everybody have to be documented. So my brothers and my sister, all of us as we day here, so we are all volunteer. We are not a worker. We not be when they employ worker, we are all volunteering to make Nigeria a better place. I rest my case. I thank everybody.
Okay.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead, Madam Esther.
I say thank you to my brother Edward. You have spoken so well. Thank you, my brother. You hit him as it's supposed to be, and we take him. Not true. For abroad, where me too, I live in the UK, and I've lived here for a few months to 30 years. And individual employers and equal everywhere. Although I work for the National Health Service, which is a government body, but most people when they get jobs, now individual companies they employ them as well. Then they get private companies where people they work. And the dream that was expressed by Peter Obi say, those of us who are there abroad, if Nigeria is secure, if Nigeria gets power, we go come. And that's true. A lot of us want to go home because I always say it to people, no matter where you go in the world, no matter how comfortable you are, home is always home. Home will always be the best. And Nigeria to me is like my second nature. So I have to, if I wake up, I'm Nigeria. If I they sleep, I'm Nigeria. If I they eat, I'm Nigeria. Even my children always say, Mom, why are you so keen on Nigeria? Even my son laughed at me last week, saying, so you have great hope on that country. Oh, Mom. But me, when they're born inside, when you go inside, I know what I enjoy as a growing child. I grew up in Nigeria. I own Nigeria enough. And I pray that people will be with me so we can have opportunity to actually play Nigeria for the love Nigeria gives to us. There is no place like home. Now that's what me they pray for. I want to go home and feel happy to go home. Before, if I come down for Lagos, I will travel by car to Benin. Now I dare not. I have to fly. Before I land for Nigeria, my sister don't buy tickets for me to wait for plane to take me. I don't see the landscape of Nigeria anymore because there are so many undocumented aliens within our environment, like my brother talked about just now. And all these things we need to deal with. Nigeria, I grew up, Fulani, Muslim and Christian never had any issue going that was obvious. But now, it could be like, say, since Buhari come, we don't take big words to protect all of us. Hunger has remained worse for people. So many people are hungry in Nigeria. They can't even feed. I see people suffering on the street. They can't feed themselves. The time has come for us to make that decision to take the right step. And then there people like you get started. So thank you, my brother Edward. That was, it touched everything more than I even thought of. It touched it. Thank you for that thought. I appreciate it. I don't talk to you. Thank you.
Go ahead, Doctor.
Yes. Just to add to what you said, yes, I quite agree. We need a country that is very fortunate, where everyone is documented, and whereby there's a social system, and that social system takes care of people who are unemployed, the aged, and people when they've worked for some period of time.
Mm.
They are pensionable. So we need a system that is workable. In terms of data, it cannot be overemphasized. We need to have a unified system of identity because there's a duplication of identification in Nigeria.
Mm.
We have the voters card, we have the driver's ID card, we
Mm.
have NMSC. So there's duplication, there's BVN. So we need to have a unified database of Nigerians, whereby if you need certain information, you go there, pull up the information of someone. You don't have to duplicate NIMSC will come with its own biometric features. INEC will come with its own features. A bank will come with its own features. We need a unified system of identity, whereby someone comes into Nigeria, the person is identified and being tracked, so that there's going to be a national planning. They can use that for national planning to federally plan our system in terms of education, healthcare, etc. So that cannot be overemphasized. So that in a nutshell, that is what we want, and I believe Mr. Peter Obi has the ideas and he has the people who can bring this on board, and that's why we are campaigning for Mr. Peter Obi. Thank you very much.
Professor, go ahead.
Oh, thank you so much. Let me quickly put some correction. The man who spoke our pidgin language very fluently is the global treasurer of this great body. It needs to be recognized. We call transparency. He is very careful about financial matters. I think when he succeeds in this, we ask Obi to take him to Abuja to secure the Nigerian money. He's a very good, great guy. So I want to let you guys know that everything we are discussing, every Nigerian have a need that need to be met. Every Nigerian have a need. If the list is going to be made, it will be endless. But like I told you, somebody who is educated, who can put this on the scale of preference, is the person asking to come and do the job now. And we should support him to do the job. In addition, people like us, by the special grace of God, we are ready to provide advice when it is time, when Nigeria is already on the path we want it to go. The advice is very simple. People are refusing to do the right thing, like the global coordinator said. They are duplicating identities because they are using their relatives' qualification to work. Those politicians, so-called politicians, if INEC is to do their job, their pictures are not on the certificate they are carrying. So they will never allow it to work. So all these bad wagon need to leave the scene. My advice for them is, you guys are aged, stay away. You have benefited from the country. The country made you whoever you think you are. Take and go. It's time for youth to bring all that we've paid to train them for. They are all scattered all over the world, including their own children. They are youth. They finish university. They are wasting time in overseas. They want to come home and bring their knowledge. So these old men must find a place to go, or just pack, go one side. Maybe we'll not sweep you, come out. To sweep is very simple. We don't want to be preaching violence. We have gone through the mill as Nigerians. We know how to tell you it's enough. Not the one they are warning us. We are just respecting their age. If they don't respect themselves, we know what to do. Nigerians have seen it all, from military to civilian. So anything the military did to us, we can replicate it on you. Whatever we've also enjoyed as civilian, we can grant you that grace. You better take and follow what we said. If these people, they have no shame, I should expect from tomorrow after this program for them to say, we resign. No need to waste these resources. Obi, carry go. I think that would be more peaceful for them. Thank you.
Okay. As the whole world is watching right now, you all know me. I am a very honest man, and myself, I was shocked when I saw the way. As the whole world is watching right now.
Yeah, somebody have to mute. Somebody's watching from that device. You have to mute the device you are watching. Continue, sir.
So, and I want to commend you off one more time, because it's not easy. We went through this during NSAS. So myself, I was cautiously monitoring the situation. There are a lot of things that I've not said that I will say that will shake the whole political landscape. I know APC very, very well, and I know PDP very well. So these are the things that we all be looking at. My concern right now, I have to be honest. How are we going to be able to penetrate the southeast? That is, southwest. That is my major concern. As Lagos right now, let's say Ondo and other Yoruba land, how is Peter Obi movement doing over there? Can anybody let us know about it? Because I'm a new boat, what we call new boat. I am just new in the movement.
It's going. Just a minute, my brother. It's going very well. This morning, I was talking to the coordinator in Ekiti, and he's doing fantastically well. He was supposed to be here, but I told him I've already invited, as directed by the global coordinator, those to attend. It is no longer about tribe. Like one of our sisters said, when you leave Benin, they told you Nigerians are your two people are your brothers and sisters. When you left Nigeria, they told you all Nigerians are your brothers and sisters. When you are in overseas, all Africans are your brothers and sisters. That is what makes humanity. So we are saying that at this point in time, I've presented 3 elements. The first element is that those showing their face is aged. The second element is these 2 people projecting those political party. One has disability that is worse than the current president Pain that run 8 years. The second one was supposed to be in prison according to his principal because of the family ties. He did not put him in prison. So the third element is the one somebody said about Showere. I just finished his conversation this morning. I think he should hear me now. This is Chief Ezoba, who gave you 3 questions that you were unable to resolve. And I'm giving you one now. My brother, somebody have told you, AAC, we were with you. Unfortunately, you mismanaged it. Now we are with Peter Obi. You better come here and bring those ideas you have to go and fix Nigeria. Except you want to look like the man in Lagos who said it must be a storm. And then you will have nothing to really do for Nigeria. If you love Nigeria, come this way. Let us see that humanity in you. Thank you.
Okay, you're talking about Showore. Thank God you brought him up. I think Peter Obi, Obedient Movement are doing a standing job. I have to say that. Because when I was in the other side of the aisle, there's nothing going on. I don't know what their plan is, just depending on the federal power. So what APC are depending on is ringing. That is the truth. So we don't know how they're going to do. Even as of today now, when I come back on air later, there's a lot of secret that we're going to reveal along with the bishop. Edo State is not stable as we speak in APC. There's crisis, internal crisis that public don't know, but they don't want the public to know about it. We know how they turn off the camera where there was a lot of things were going on. If you all notice, on that address that our father, Comrade, is my father, I still respect him, Comrade Malio Shomole, who I respect, he did well for during his tenure in Edo. What they did, the South leader was not there. Someone like my brother, Pastor Sagi Zeyamu was not there. So we are going to let the whole world know about it later. He wasn't there. There's power struggling in APC that is going on right now. And we are also hearing some information, the presidency and the Tinubu campaign. We know about that. I'm going to talk about it. How would Peter Obi capitalize on all this problem that is going on in APC and also going on in PDP? You all know about Wike, Governor Wike. How can you, doctor, if you can speak to Peter Obi, how can you all convince him to give whatever Caesar, what belongs to Caesar, like someone like His Excellency Governor Yusuf Wike? I think we need it. What do you think? Or what do you have to say?
Can I speak, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Thank you, my coordinator. Thank you, Dr. Dennis. Thank everybody. You know, because he's a very intelligent man. He asked a very intelligent question. I love this man so much. When you war, may I go back to beginning again? If you go war you, when you get problem, I will save you. I said, can't be this. You be Jesus Christ. And I know will give you war. No go fight at the end. And I know that say, so thank you very much for that question, amigo. APC, PDP, nobody's our problem. This is a movement. You cannot stand in front of a moving train. We don't care about them. Let them fight their war. Their war is personal interest, not Nigeria interest. OB is Nigeria interest. This movement is not about Mr. Obi. This movement is about Nigeria. APC, PDP, any PP party, we don't care about them. They're not our problem. This is a moving train. And when you stand in front of a moving train, it crush you down. You'll be crushed. We don't care about them. Let them fight. They are fighting about their personal interest. They are not fighting about Nigeria. They are fighting about what they're going to put into their pocket. We don't care about them. They are not our problem. Our problem is, as they plenty, it go they pain them. That's our problem. Let us make this train full. This train, we want more passengers in this train. Everybody is going to be an INEC officer. Everybody is going to be a party agent. That's our problem. We don't care about Oshomole, Tinubu. Forget those people. This train, if they stop a road, this train will crush them. They don't know where the train pass come. This is the movement of the people. I used to tell people we have prophet like Bob Marley, Fela Anikulakuti. What they prophesy long time, they are all coming to pass. Those are the real prophets. That's why they say, I see rain go for California. What you go to do? What go they do now? I see sunshine for what go they do now? Fela, Bob Marley, Lucky Dube, these are the prophets. Africans unite. This is a united movement. We are united to liberate Nigeria. This is a moving train. We don't care about Peter. We don't care about Oshomole, Tinubu, Atiku, any of them. Kwagwaso, I don't want to know the name. They are not our problem. Our problem is that please bring people into this train so that the train will heavy. So that anybody is away from will crush them. I conclude.
Okay. You're ahead. Go ahead.
Yes. Thank you very much. I believe Mr. Peter Obi is going to capitalize on the division in APC and PDP. I believe there's consultation going on between amongst them. In some media, I saw Peter Obi with Nyesom Wike having some chats, and in another media, I saw Atiku and Peter Obi and Obasanjo having some talk. So I believe Mr. Peter Obi is going to be the preferred candidate, and I believe also he's catching on the division in APC and PDP. And as such, he's taking his own campaign very seriously. He's going through, he has gone tour among North America in the last couple of days, and they transited through Germany. So I believe he's catching on and capitalizing on the division. Right now, Peter Obi is the one taking, like someone who is the sitting president. Others, they are criticizing Peter Obi. He's the sitting governor. Anything he does, they criticize Peter Obi. Peter Obi is actually setting the agenda right now, and people are just following Peter Obi as if he's the current sitting president. There's no more talk about Atiku, no more talk about Tinubu. Every discussion is based on Peter Obi, what he does, what he says, where he goes. So I believe Peter Obi is capitalizing on this division in APC and PDP. And I believe in the coming days, Labour Party will capitalize on this and will center our campaign among this division. Will be better for it. Thank you.
Can I quickly come in?
Okay, go ahead, Ezoba.
Yeah, I want to say something about Oshomole, and I want Nigerians to listen very well. I once worked with him. My immediate boss was his second vice president when he was in charge of labor. Because of political reasons, I don't want to mention his name, and he will know. He's a Yoruba guy. He made what we call political blunder to himself. In labor, there's what we call you win some, you lose some. You don't win all the time. That principle was taught when we are doing picketing. If he's listening now, he should be ashamed of himself because he destroyed that principle of labor that said you win some, you lose some. You rose from ordinary tester factory worker, ignoring proper education so that you don't become manager in your job. Instead, you were interested in leading unionism. And it took you to the doorstep of governance, and you became a governor. You ignore education. You could get all the education you wanted, but you never pursued because you were more interested in those check-up dues that was making your life better. Now, for whatever reason, you finished serving whatever you served in Edo, and you got a chance to become the national chairman of this nation, Nigeria. You went back and started playing in the dust with your successor. Now you have dust all over your face, even sand in your eyes. Instead of you to concentrate on recovery, you are still putting mouth on this burning fire. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want. You can never achieve because you already missed the track. You don't win all the time in labor. You win some, you lose some. That's why when we go picket organizations and ask for demand, when they tell us what they can provide, we look at the time frame and say, okay, we'll come again. That's what they taught us. And you should remember that principle every time. You should have said whatever you have wanted to say, honor yourself, remain in your office. Now you lose everything. And you still want to make yourself relevant. I want Nigerians to know that don't take him serious. He already failed labor and he has failed himself. Thank you.
Can I say something, Chief Ezoba?
Go ahead.
Thank you so much, sir. That was, you spoke well. Thank you. The reason I didn't want to talk about Oshomole because he's so insignificant at the moment and he will always be. He's irrelevant. Oshomole has never been relevant. It's a shame that people think Oshomole did so well in Edo State. He stole Edo dry. He finished Edo. The present government may be failing in the eyes of those who do not understand governance and administration. But the truth is, there is nothing to work with. There is no money. Obaseki is struggling at the moment. I supported Obaseki, and I still don't regret supporting him. I'm not a politician. I'm somebody who has been in places. Like I always tell people, maybe my background gave me a better foundation to start with. My both parents were very educated. My father was educated. He was a senior civil servant, so was my mother. So from a distance, sometimes I'm able to preempt people. The truth is, Oshomole failed. He failed. He had opportunity. He abused it just like Buhari is abusing the national opportunity he's been given. Oshomole failed. He came back after it is like what happened to Tinubu. Tinubu, after insulting Obasanjo, went and licked his vomit a few days ago. The same thing happened with Oshomole. After insulting Ifeanyi, after robbing that man in a thorough mess, he brought him and asked Edo to vote for him. Who does that? Oshomole failed. He failed from the very moment he came into Edo. And some of us from a distance, we could tell that he was taking Edo on a very bad path. The money he took to control the flood, where is it? The billions he stole. Oshomole had nothing. He was in tatters when he came in as Edo State governor. Today, he is a billionaire. You people should learn to appreciate those who are working honestly, not those who are stealing. Oshomole's name should be written in charcoal, honestly, and wiped in acid because of the stealing he did in Edo State. I'm ashamed to call him an Edo man. And I hope he hears this. Thank you for listening.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Can I speak, please?
Thank you, sir.
When you call Oshomole's name, I don't know what to say. When you call Oshomole's name, my senior brother is an PhD holder in electrical electronics. My father was the commissioner of Bende State, not Edo State. Uhunmwangho, that name is a very well name to know in Benin City. Oshomole, the man makes me to laugh. He's a very funny man. My stepfather told me when Oshomole was in power, he said, when you are walking and you are eating money, nobody will put eyes in your body. It's when you are eating money and you're not walking. That was the mistake Ighodaro made. Ighodaro was just eating money, was not walking. He said, when you are walking and you are eating money, nobody will know you are eating money. You see, Oshomole is the most happiest person that Ifeanyi did not win. I wish Ifeanyi have won. If I show Oshomole Atarado Pepe. Because Oshomole destroyed Ifeanyi completely. Finish his political career. Can't you see, during that election of Obaseki, Ifeanyi go sit down, Oshomole go kneel down. I don't give her one name or the Gwetwe. Oshomole is very happy that Ifeanyi did not win. I wish Ifeanyi won that election. Wow. By now, Oshomole will be a political cockroach, not a political lizard.
We appeal for us to let the irrelevant go on garbage. I think Peter Obi is our aim, and let's go with Peter.
Thank you very much, Mr. If you they call the name, I don't want to call his name because it's irrelevant.
Let's leave him in the garbage.
Thank you very much. It's not irrelevant. It's not relevant. So let's go to the relevant part. Please, I want to beg everybody. We need to give shishi. It's not about money. Let us look as much as how many people we can put into this moving train. Tell who don't know. Papa, Pikin, Mama. That Labour Party symbol, it makes me feel so happy. Family is complete. Papa, Pikin, Mama. Let's see, we that are in the diaspora, let's see who can tell people. Like now, let me talk about myself. During the time of Obaseki, I told my family, I said, if you don't vote for Obaseki, I will not buy diesel again. Oh. When they say I'm win, when they meet, they buy diesel for that. They obey me. That's why we are very obedient. Please, let's know how we are going to canvass our people back home to vote. Let them know the logo. Let their logo go viral. Forget Peter Obi face, because Peter Obi face will not be on the ballot paper. Let's know how we're going to make that logo go viral. That even when you are sleeping on your dreams, you will see that logo and you will say, now Peter Obi be this one. His face will not be on the ballot. The name of the party will not be on the ballot. Just his logo. That's why we are doing everything in a diaspora strong of Peter Obi to print a lot of t-shirts, banners, apron, face cap with the logo. As Chief Samson, I am the treasurer. all the money in my hand. We are doing all our best in diaspora to make sure we print logos, t-shirts, banners, apron. We are donating seriously to share all over Nigeria so that people will know that party symbol. Let Nigeria be a safe place that we don't need to buy. You see, February was in Nigeria. I plan to go to Nigeria again now. The ticket I bought, 30,000 naira, February. They say it's now 96,000 naira. One way. Because if you follow road, you will pay 2 million or 10 million when Fulani kidnap you. Because if you're German citizen or you come from Germany, they will kidnap you, you will pay 10 million. Then they talk to embassy that time. Let's see the way Nigeria can be safe for all of us in the diaspora. So it is better for us to donate 100,000, 50,000 now. Let's portray Peter Obi. Then we're going to pay 10 million, 20 million to kidnapper. Fulani herdsmen have surrounded Nigeria. Buhari invited all of them. The ransom money they are collecting, they are using to buy ammunitions. The ammunition that Fulani herdsmen have, Nigerian military don't have it. So let us donate this 10 naira, 20 naira, 100 naira, 200 naira. Let us put together because I have one principle in my life. Raw plus kwe is equal to orere. Thank the house.
That's a new slogan. Raw.
Okay, please, if you are calling, don't call me on video. Don't call me on video call. I'm getting a lot of video call. If you want to contribute, just call on a voice call. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning from here. I'm calling from Mississippi, United States of America.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to thank you, and I want to thank God for making you see reasons why Nigerians are tired and changing your steps, because I was saying it that you're taking a wrong step initially, supporting APC. These are vampires that have been ruling us for the past 20-something years since we got our democracy back in the military. Yet they don't want to leave power to the younger generation. I see no reason why someone like Tinubu an aged man, should be contesting in this time we're talking about. He was the first person that brought Buhari at the first year. And I vividly remember during his campaign, he's saying, you people should stone us if we don't do this. Stone us. Now, if he had this brain, now he can change, he did not support Buhari, he brought to power. Why did he Buhari all that initiatives he's trying to sell to us now to change Nigeria? It's to tell you these people are just greedy, self-centered. They only think of themselves and their family. They're thinking of how to siphon, to loot the treasury dry and leave debt for we, the coming generation, to come and start, running around. So, my dear brother, uncle, because you are older than me, so I'll say you are my uncle. Thank you, sir, for tracing your step back to the good path you've just started. And believe me, you see everything working positively now for you. Because this movement is godly, it's from heaven, it's divine. There's nothing anybody can do. It is what God, that new Nigeria, the prophecy that has been coming over 20 years ago, it is coming to pass. Now, the fulfillment is what you are seeing. That is why they are surprised. You see all the movements, every state, 2 million, 1 million. You can see how people are coming out, even in Ibadan. The one that happened today, recently in Ibadan. You can see even in the West, he is losing. So, mind should join it because I pity anybody supporting APC and PDP. Nigeria will eventually happen to them. That's just it. It will happen to them because if you don't want good will never come to you. If you are part of those that have been spoiling, making people cry, then definitely your youth tears will not be far from you. So, my dear uncle, please join hands, do everything, because you are in diaspora. You have everything to yourself. You're in the US like me. You are enjoying everything facility. What will it take Nigeria? The US we are in, they are not richer than Nigeria. So for the past 20-something years, what will it take those that call themselves elders to do the right thing? What will it take them? They want us to respect them. We the youth, we should respect them. But they are not doing something for us to respect them with. There's nothing we can copy from our elders, those we call our elders. All they do to us that we see is lies. Telling us that just sit and keep taking. This is not about John, this is not about tribe, this is not about the religion you are from or language you speak, but it's about the betterment of Nigeria. And Nigerians should see that those in diaspora, we are okay. God has placed us in place. We are doing fine. We are okay. If we are greedy, we will not bother about them. If we are selfish, we will not bother about Nigeria. But we are doing fine here. Okay, but we want the betterment of every Nigerian, because even the countries we are, they don't have the wealth or the brain or the natural resources to make Nigeria look better than even Dubai that they want to go buy out. See how people coming to campaign. You don't live in Nigeria. You live in one of the best places on earth, Dubai. And you're coming to, what do you want to offer us? If you cannot live in that country, then what have you got to offer us? When you lose the election, you run back to Dubai. Are those the kind of elders? But are those the kind of elders we should clap behind them? I find it funny that I see people this the next thing they saying Bola Tinubu, they were bringing past antecedents and what have you called? They said they built Lagos. Who told them Bola Tinubu built? I was born and brought up in Lagos, Surulere. I do tell people, those days, early 80s, I was growing up. Place to live. Now, Lagos, I can't even live in Lagos. I can't live in Lagos. What did he do? He made Lagos worse. If you want to even give accolade of, thumbs up to those that built Lagos, they start military guy, started good development, but they will even give fashion a thumbs up. He tried. But Tinubu converted was milking Lagos, taking all sorts of revenues. He made that the top notch that even youth, they don't want to go to school again. They want to go the car to become admiral. I have friends we grew up in that you to the car in Lagos. Is that the kind of leader we want as president? Nigeria is too big for one person to want to toy, for goodness sake. Nigeria is too big for one person to want to toy with.
Okay.
Are we in a monarch system? Is Nigeria a monarch system that one person will say Miloko and you walk as the bound? How, my brother? How? Let us fight this put it together. Let us fight this fight together and make life better for our family back home. You all that are in diaspora, you know what I'm saying. Calls. When you see call from Nigeria now, it's a problem. And you cannot avoid it because these are your loved ones. But if we fight for someone like me to get to that position, we will be saving our own money here. So even if we are going to spend money, it will be as the way on our neck.
All right, my brother. Let us answer some other
questions. To make that happen, please,
no, thank you.
Thank God you have joined the train. I so much respect you for that. Praying that God will change your heart, and it seems our prayer is answering. That's why we know this is divine. For someone like you to have joined now to see the light, see what is happening, I thank God. Thank you, sir. You have a nice day, sir.
You too.
God bless you and God bless Nigeria.
All right. Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Australia.
Okay, I'm going to ask the audience, do we pick us or we should, you all should carry on for a while? What do we do?
They can, calls can come in.
They should ask questions.
No,
I
calls
think
can
we
come
welcome
in.
questions.
I don't mind, but if
All right, go ahead
members
and
of the,
ask your question.
yeah, if members of the panel have issues and they have things that come to mind, they can also seek permission from you to speak and then air their view. That's what I think. So it should be everybody coming into
Go ahead, Paula, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I just want to say thank you to all of you who have seen that Nigeria was actually heading toward a precipice. We have people like you come back to fight with those that have been holding the ground for you. When you were at APC, I knew you were fighting for us, you were fighting for the people. And it's good to know that you have decided that you will really take the side of the people. I know you have always fought for the people, but you were fighting from the wrong position. So I'm happy, we are all happy when we learned that you have decided that you will work for the people fully, knowing that, yes, what you are doing is to better the lot of us, and knowing that those who you were fighting for did not recognize the efforts you were putting in and did not know your stance as a person. We are all happy that you are taking this position. Having said that, some of us paid with our blood to fight for our country and live here in the US now. I saw you the last time in Benin. You were one of our mercies. I used to be in the Air Force too. I retired as a senior officer, but I won't mention my name. It's so painful that some of my companies, I talk to them today, they'll tell you what they are doing. I don't want to say much because I was in the intelligence department. They will know who's speaking. But the only thing I can tell you people, that people are leaving Nigeria. The military is the worst corrupt place. The military you see today is not the kind of military that made us to join. We joined to fight for our fatherland. And when we go to the military, you see our hands are tied. We cannot do anything. You see a situation where a superior officer will tell you, this is what we want you to do. You cannot do this. If you do this, you are in trouble, especially for some of us who came from the south. The military of today, I'm telling you, there's no way there will be an ambush. You know this with the retired service personnel, that an insider would not have leaked the plan to the people, to the enemies. It is almost impossible to have a surprise attack when an insider has not revealed what the plan was when you were leaving. It's almost not possible. The today is depleted. They are not able to achieve success, and all the plans they put together is, it's almost impossible for them to achieve what they set out to do. The territorial integrity of Nigeria. That's because the politicians and senior officers who are in the military are not doing the right thing. The military that I joined, that I know, fought in Liberia, in Sierra Leone, and some other African countries, which made exploits. See, what the reason I'm calling actually is to tell Nigerians to be steadfast in our willingness to fight for the truth and get back our country. It is the rest. This is about the best time for us now to see those that we call leaders, what they have been doing with our common patrimony, our common resources, how people have died, the ill that is going on in the military that people do not know, or the number of innocent people are dying every day. Military don't know what's going on outside. Hope is fight that will last more than a year. But when you see what that have been suppressed, things that have been done with the military that civilians don't know about, you will fight for Nigeria. So Obi, thank God, is the answer. We are not happy that we are living abroad. Some of us can't wait for the country. Just because of the truth. We were suppressed. We were forced to leave the country. It is good that people who have who want to actually take Nigeria back from these few individuals. There are just few people, few individuals who have heard us hosting for years. It is now time for all of us to come together, whether you are civilian or you are in the military.
All right, my brother, make it brief, okay? So that
okay, my brother. So just to round up, I thank all of you who have seen and deemed it possible to fight back. May God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless the panel as well. Thank you.
All right. Panel, go ahead.
I think my brother who just called last should be hopeful that we are all looking to new Nigeria. Everybody knows that the military guys or those who are in charge of the security of our country, they were just playing. They are playing. They didn't mean to do their job, because I think there should be a law that will prescribe spending of dollar in our country. We should not spend dollar in our country. Nigeria is not America. We can send it there, let them remit it back. Because the idea of this dollar that these people want to go and steal and send here to come and live in abroad is making them not to do their job. They are interested in the money they will steal in each procurement they make. That's why they are not taking the voice endless. And sometimes if the government really wanted to help these people, a local vigilante would have long ravaged those Boko Haram people. So hire them, pay them, and let's ignore this criminal or dismiss all those senior officers and bring in freshers, and you will get the result. There's nothing there. America offer you support. You did not take it because it will be too fast for the contract to end. So there are many people that have offered to help Nigeria. They won't allow it because they know the money, foreign exchange, will not be there for them. And all these people that is only the country to ransom, they are not up to 5% of our population. 5%, I think that's a mistake. They are not even up to 1% of our population. So they belong to a court or group or meeting, whatever name they call them. And they just tell themselves, this is what they are going to do to these people. And I think enough, the military guys, those of you who are still there, do your job, stay safe. The light is here very soon. When there's change of power, you will see that it will not take you 2 days to do away with these miscreants. Thank you.
Okay. I have something to say. Hello?
Go ahead.
Okay, I actually want to direct this message to people out there who are still shouting Atiku and Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because most of them, they don't really know the state of the nation. They don't know the worth of Nigeria and what they are wasting to foreigners out there. Because if they know and they are patriotic to their country, I don't think they will still be shouting APC and PDP. I love my country. Just as we are suffering here, people are suffering here in Nigeria because of the mismanagement and the bad government here. And also, I'm aware that most of people in Europe who are living in diaspora, so they're also facing one challenge or the other. But sometimes I took it upon myself, it's so painful. I said, but we have challenge here in Nigeria that we have not faced. We in Nigeria, we can't be agitated for something overseas when we know we also have our challenge. That is why I'm so happy that when Peter Obi come in, those issues that is going on in diaspora, how those white people, how they are maltreating our people, and nobody is standing for us, and nobody is fighting for Nigeria. I believe Peter Obi government is going to stop that. That is for that. Today, graduates in Nigeria no longer worry about jobs, whether they get job or not, because government no longer employ. There's no job. Government don't employ. Even if there are shortage of staff, what they do, they just do eternal recruitment. That is what I do. Mainly, I finished from my university. Well, the first, second year or so, I applied for a job. When I didn't see any result, I give up. A few months ago, someone sent me a job stop. I said, I'm not interested. You understand? Because even when you apply for it, you will not see get the job. So I just leave it to the government. I believe a day will come that there will be shortage of these workers, and they will be desperate. to look for Nigeria who they will fit into that position. I will tell them that we're already independent and we have something doing. But people shouting back and all that, they don't know all this. We have Nigerians moving to diaspora because of greener pasture. And we have foreigners today in mega states in Nigeria who are making money here, who are doing one business or the other. Just like some expertise we have in Nigeria today. We are borrowing money. We say we don't have money. But Nigeria oil and gas sector, they pay the highest. Dubai is very rich, but Nigeria pay $1,500 to expertise per day in oil sector. $1,500. And Dubai, those one pay $850 per day. And Nigeria, they don't know all this, and they are okay with it. We have our people in diaspora who are working, and at the end of that, after paying tax and housings, what they take home is smaller than what they give to the government. But we have foreigners here. We don't even have their data. They are doing business, this fake Oyibo and all that. Because of suffering, they are here in Nigeria, they are making money, and most of them, they are not even paying tax. And Nigeria is not worried about it. They are not talking about it. And most of people shouting bats and all that, most of them, majority of them are jobless. The government they are projecting, the government they are fighting for, cannot even provide job for them. Tomorrow they will call you and I'm broke, find me something, buy me recharge card. Then tomorrow you wake up and start shouting bad. I don't understand what is wrong with our I need to accept, because with the state of this nation, I don't expect, with the state of Nigeria right now, I don't expect Nigeria, a reasonable thinker, to start shouting for APC and PDP. When there is no alternative, we know that we have no option. Now there is an alternative. There is an option. And today we are seeing, and God is even acting. God is involved in it, that in the beginning, that we know what transpired in PDP during the primary, how this one stepped down, how God moved Peter Obi out to another party. And right now we are seeing the crisis going on in APC, going on in PDP. People are still thinking because God is not involved in what is happening there. God is involved, because the two political parties cannot just be crashing and fighting. Because God wants Peter Obi to come in and rescue Nigeria, because he knows he's the only one that can rescue Nigeria. Before the Labour Party primary, I posted on my Facebook, I said, let's build Labour Party. Because as a potential already, before I've given up on that, as my leader was saying that I need to come, she already don't need to come to Peter Obi team. You don't need to come. He as a comrade, he cannot even come. Even before that one even opened his register his political party, he was not even ready to work with other political party. He was already at the beginning. He is a one master. He wants to run his own affair. So we should not even drag him. We know that with what is happening, even if he comes and join other political party, people are going to judge him tomorrow. So, but he criticizing Peter Obi is what is surprising to me. Because as we are here, we are campaigning against APC and PDP, which I expect every reasonable Nigerian or activist to do out there. If you are not supporting Obi, you are not supporting a Labour Party, at least people you should campaign against is either APC or you campaign against PDP. Not attacking the youth movement, because obedient family is not what you and I. What I just planned to do, it is the will of God that touched the heart of every Nigerian. We saw what happened in Ugwoke. The killing in Catholic Church. You know, sometimes when we pray on our Facebook, what people will say prayer does not exist, is action. Now, Nigeria youth are started taking action. Then you see some youth on Facebook commenting that this one will not get it. This one says who? Our God is not sleeping. So I ask myself, because the killing in the northern region is not taking place in the southern, in the south or in the west. That's why people are still clamoring for singing APC and PDP. I don't really know what is happening with our youths. I don't know what is happening with them. Most of them those from south side and those states. Few of our people who I know, they are jobless and still they are shouting APC and PDP. They will call you on phone to say, I don't have this, do this for me. See here, they are shouting APC and PDP. So by God's grace, I know that Peter Obi is going to come out victorious, because a lot of people are going to vote Peter because of the crisis in APC and PDP. Campaign have not started. When campaign starts, Those ones who have nothing, who have no gain or benefit in APC and PDP, who are still shouting, articulated or bad, they will see their leader, they are supporting those governors, the top politicians moving to Labour Party. So they should not surprise, because once campaign start, a lot of people are going to move in, and they should not attack them, because at this stage in Nigeria, whether you belong to other party or no, you have to support Peter Obi. That is what we need. Like, that is what I love what OBJ is doing this. When you know you cannot go back to correct your mistake, you must use what you have to do right now to correct it, to make history. For many people, because they don't have common sense, they don't know what it is. They will tell you that those that destroy your past cannot repair your future. Who says who? Says who? It's just like what the former president said. Jonathan is saying he can stop as you want, but when he was there, most of them, they are blind, they can't see, they don't know what is happening. But by the time they leave office, they start shouting. This is what they want to do. So when they are coming, people should not get surprised. I know that many people once campaign start, they are still going to attack us. They are still going to judge us that this man is in APC, is in PDP, is coming to Labour Party, all of them are one. At this stage, we need them to come. We need to fix Nigeria. I have mother in Germany. When I finish my youth service, say come to Europe. I say I don't want. I love this place. Because I know that Nigeria will be a better country one day. That's why I've been in struggle. I will not give up. Even when crises are going on, people are telling me I will send you visa to come. I say no. Worst comes to worst, I will go to my village. The killing will not get to my village. But most Nigerians, they don't have conscience, they don't have sense of belonging. They don't know what it is to fight for their country, to protect their country. They don't know. And they are giving, even their state, they are giving it to foreigners to take over. The jobs, everything, foreigners are taking over. They don't care. And this is the only chance, the opportunity now we are having to change the narrative. You see saying, I don't know, I just hope the God that touches everyone, even my leader Nkemakonam also touches their heart. Even if it's within a dime, should touch their heart, so that they will know that this time is Peter Obi, is the choosing one, is the one that God have chosen. Nobody is paying me. I'm doing whatever I'm doing it because of the love I have for my country. So I believe that God, this same God that I've seen the crisis, the pains of every Nigeria living in Nigeria and Nigeria living in diaspora, who have become murder or be abused in one way, whose children are being denied or are being separated from, and they not see justice. I pray that this same God will rise and touch the heart of everyone, that Peter will become out victorious on that day. That is my contribution and my message to those there who are still shouting obedient, that should listen to the voice of God and vote Peter, be irrespective of their political party or who they are supporting. Thank you, leaders.
Wow. God bless you, Comrade Maureen. It's like you know me too well. The God that touched me is what I'm going to explain later when I come back on air. Doctor is here. I understand a lot of us here, some of them are at work. What I'm going to promise you is that due to the fact that today they tamper with our system, we are going to work really, really hard and see, and I will contact Chief Ezoba, and I'm going to go ahead and give you my platform whenever you want to come in and educate a lot of people. The reason why they should support Peter Obi, you all know me. It's just that I was tired, and I saw that the APC are not ready to change. There will be a lot of revolution that we're going to bring out later today. A lot of things. So that being said, I will allow the Ezoba and Doctor to speak, so that we don't keep this video too long. And then you are free to contact me. You have my number there. Contact me. Let me know whenever you want to come aboard. Maureen, I know you are in Nigeria, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you have my number. So however I can help, whatever assistance I can do, you all know that APC have earned my money. Monetary aspect is different. APC have bamboozled me. You all know that. So, Chief Ezoba and Doctor, go ahead. So that.
Please, your brother Edward Uhunmwangho is eager to say something. Edward, I saw your hand up. We can't hear you. I don't know what happened to your system. Edward.
Because people are complaining that the network is freezing. So that is the major reason we try to
continue.
Do it and book this show.
Yeah, I want to thank Comrade Edegbe for having us come talk about Diaspora Strong for Peter Obi and inform the electorate about Peter Obi and our support for Peter Obi. And we're also very grateful for his benevolence in giving us a platform to come up subsequently to address the public. We are thankful for that, and we engage the public in our upcoming events. Thank you very much.
So, thank you, Mega Comrade. It was a short notice, and I'm very sure that everybody in diaspora appreciates you today. We've learned so many things in the course of this discussion. We've written some things down, and we work on them. I want to thank my fellow diasporans for taking time out to attend today, and we must thank our global coordinator because he really had a very busy schedule. He's supposed to be sleeping now, and I told him no, we already set up this time. So thank you, Doctor, for honoring your people. So once again,
thank you, sir.
Once again, we'll come again. Thank you, Doctor Mega Comrade.
All right, thank you all. So that ends the first segment of this show. In about an hour, we are going to be back on air with explosive Bishop. I myself, possibly, we are going to be bringing a Peter Obi campaign team from Abuja because I have spoken with some of the campaign leaders in Abuja. That is the difference between Peter Obi and APC-led campaign. Analog and digital are always different. Like I told them, it's time to upgrade to digital. They refuse. They want to continue their analog way of looting because that is the only way they can loot. In digitalized system, it's very hard to loot. So if you migrate them from analog to digital, it becomes a problem to them because most of them, they know how to eat the soup with their money and they don't know how to wash hands. Oh yeah, I saw them doing it. They don't wash hands. They will just use tissue paper to rub it. And the people that is roaming us. So what a pity. So thank you all, everyone. Like I said, you all are free. Mega Comrade will be back on air. Go ahead and close it, Ezoba or Maureen. One of you all should close the show.
Like I said, thank you everybody for watching us. You can see behind me, that is the logo for Peter Obi. I have to change it in the course of this program. So that's it. We thank you all. God bless you.
So, thank you. I really appreciate my Mega Comrade, my leader. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So, Sister Esther.
Thank you all. You all take it easy.
Sister, you're welcome.
Bye for now. I see you in about an hour, guys.
Have a good evening, everybody. God bless.
Okay.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity.
I may come to that one to the halftime, the one that is explosive.
Okay.
We got no chance, Harry.
Okay, guys, you all go get your popcorn ready and be prepared for the explosive message that is going to come up. So I love you guys. You all take it easy. All right.